So, a few months ago, I had put together a keyboard, Akko 3098 for my daughter. I liked that keyboard so much that I bought one for myself. This one was a bit more expensive, about $98. And maybe it was a little bit over $100 after tax and shipping, but it comes with these tactile Jelly Blue switches that I wanted to try. Akko is a company based out of Shenzhen, China, which is just outside Hong Kong. And they've been producing really outstanding copycat keyboards of the Leopold FC980M style computers with outstanding compact full-size 1800 style or 96 key style layouts. So it's got all the keys you need and none of the ones that you don't need. It has some macro programming ability to it too if you have any deficits, right? If you have a certain key you want to program in. But these look really sharp. This reminds me exactly of my Leopold FC980M, what they call ash yellow version. It's got the on-off USB, Mac, Windows. This one can do not only Bluetooth, but it comes with a Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz dongle. So it's got absolutely full connectivity. I wasn't sure how much charge this thing shipped with. So I got initially hooking it up. Fortunately, unlike some of the Leopold style, it doesn't have a constrictive opening for the USB-C. So I can just use the standard, my preferred cable, instead of the one that is custom fit for the back. Here's the weird purple colored Akko 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi dongle. Now these work great, probably better and more reliably and quicker than Bluetooth. So whenever I am going to connect it to a computer, that's the method I would use. The advantage of the Bluetooth is that it has a reach of, I believe, about 30 feet, something like that. Maybe 30 meters. Maybe it's just 15 meters. But in any case, the Bluetooth allows you to use these keyboards, let's say in my entertainment room, to control the computer, the HTPC hooked to my TV. So the Bluetooth comes in very handy. Both require the connection of the Wi-Fi Bluetooth antenna on your computer, but I generally do that on all my computers anyway. It comes with these accent keys. I wasn't sure how much of these I wanted to replace because I really like that Leopold ash yellow style, kind of a subdued and yet still distinctive and dynamic color scheme. This is my favorite kind of a tone of keyboard coloration. But these are fairly thick. I think I measured them before. It was like 1.4 millimeter thick PBT caps. The keycaps are what Akko calls its own SAS, which is kind of an OEM profile, but about 1 to 2 millimeters taller, kind of mimicking and going toward the SA profile, but not quite that tall. It's more than adequate, and I like that kind of profile that's elevated. The keyboard roof is going to come in very handy to prevent dust. Here I'm trying the lighting schemes. It's got some weird key for the lighting. It's like FL to turn lighting on and off, and then F delete runs through like several modes, and then delete insert runs through several modes, page up, page down. So I guess it's easy access to do that. But then the F arrow up, arrow down increases brightness, reduces brightness. Left, right reduces the speed of the animation and increases the speed of the animation. So it has more styles than you really need. You can also lock in specific coloration using what was it? I forget exactly. F something. You can lock in an animation by, oh yeah, F backslash. You can lock in certain colorations by doing that, but I'm just going to leave it at the rainbow style for now. When you're working at night, it's very useful to have a little bit of lighting, but the value of this keyboard is that I didn't have to use my standard Zippo paper clip burn-in to the keyboard method to put in an indexing, because it comes with this very subtle, tiniest of, probably like just a tenth of a millimeter bump on the F and J and 5 keys, which allows me to index. It's just enough for me to feel with my fingertips where the F, J, and 5 are. So again, this key comes with everything you would possibly want in a keyboard. RGB with multi-modal, programmability, macro programming ability, 3 modes of connection, USB-C, 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. You can connect up to 4 different machines. It's got the correct PBT style keycaps. It's got it in an elevated OEM higher profile mode. Comes in a great solid non-flexing case with 2 levels of elevation. It comes with a 3000 milliamp battery, which would come in useful for Bluetooth or whatever, if you're using it to connect to your iPad and things like that. It really has everything you need. The tactile keycaps is just a bonus. I mean, you can choose linear and other keycaps. I believe there were like 4 choices. Of course, I chose the tactile, and it has a really nice little bump to it. So, and I can feel it. I would say it's on par with a Cherry Brown, maybe better, probably better than Cherry Brown in terms of feel. Really a perfect keyboard in any way, every way you can imagine.